My sister, brother, and I grew up on my living room floor drawing pictures while my mom read to us. I remember she used to read about Leif Erikson, a Viking, and I can't remember what he actually did, but that we loved to draw pictures of what happened in the stories, and that was part of growing up together. I remember The Wrath of Nim and listening to that on tape as we would drive to my great-grandmother's house 7 hours away before she died. I remember listening to books on tape in the car and just being wrapped up in forgetting about where we were. I remember the boxcar children who swept me away in their boxcar. They ran away, they broke the law, they went out and they did their own thing and they made a home for themselves. I love the boxcar children. My grandma definitely turned me on to that one. As I started getting older, I fell in love with the Saddle Club. And the Saddle Club was awesome. I started riding horses and I loved the Saddle Club. I wanted to be in a Saddle Club. I wanted to ride like the Saddle Club girls and have Saddle Club friends. Awesome. As I started to grow up and be more interested in more drama and, you know, the type of books that I wanted to read got a little bit more mature. So the Thoroughbred book series was the next horsey series that I jumped into, and the main protagonist, Ashley Griffin, I grew up with her through the series, and I wanted to be her. I wanted to be a horse trainer, and she became a horse trainer, and you know, she went and approached all her fears, and she had the courage to do things that I was afraid to do, and she in some ways gave me the courage to take a risk. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants fell into my lap during high school, and during the summers I would eat this book up. I really loved one of the main girls, Bee. She was a beautiful blonde soccer player, and this girl, she got all the hot dudes. She was super cool, super courageous, super brave, strong, and she was an independent woman. And I would skip through the book to wherever she was narrating or wherever the narrator was talking about her, because I only really cared about what she was doing because she was the most interesting. I wanted my own pair of traveling pants and a sisterhood, and I didn't get that until college, but I did, and they were the 7. You can ask me about my tattoo, but the 7, they were my sisterhood. We didn't have traveling pants, but we definitely had a sisterhood. Then I read this book my mother gave me when I first left for college. It was called, actually I think I read it in the first year of college. It's called I Am Charlotte Simmons by Tom Wolfe, and I know my mom was worried about me reading it because she kept telling me it was graphic and it was a little mature, but she wanted me to read it. And I read it, and it was about a girl who went to college thinking that she knew who she was and she knew what she believed in, but society started tearing her apart because she was different, and she had her own ideas, and she was really sheltered, and society started breaking down who she was and shaping her and changing her. And she kind of gave up her identity to the flow of the culture, and I always remember being kind of disappointed in her. She gave it up, and by it I mean everything, to a boy named JoJo who played basketball. He was a superstar. I never know what happened in the end, kind of left hanging, but I couldn't help comparing myself to her. You know, do I know who I am? You know, who am I? Like, what is my identity? Where do I set my beliefs? And today I have the Bible sitting in front of me, scripture in thin pages, 2 Corinthians 5:17, that tells me that I am a new creation, And this is a time when I know who I am. I know where my identity lies, and I believe in that, and I feel joy and peace within my skin. Living inside myself in my life isn't a fight anymore. It's not a tug and pull and battle. It's a security. And I really like that.